Hey, and welcome to the podcast. It's Fan the Flames, March 15th. I'm Dan. That's Nate.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Hey, what is up? Let me just explain to where we left off. It was a 4-game losing streak. It was the Wild, Toronto, Vegas, and Arizona. They all beat us. Coming in Sunday night in the Dome against Vegas rematch. What is going to happen? Everyone's talking, press talk. Oh, no one's scoring. What are we going to do? How do we answer back? 6-3 W, baby.
That's right. You make it sound so dramatic.
It was dramatic. You didn't feel the drama leading to that game?
Yeah, I felt the drama in that introduction. So
no, it was good. This was the 3M line, highlighting or showcasing their skills. And what I noticed, the reason why I knew they were going to win is because they scored first. Have you been noticing the trend? Scoring first?
I think in the last 10 years of NHL, the team that scores first always has a statistical advantage.
Yeah, but Flames is also a comeback team.
That's true.
I'm saying in
Good
the
point.
last 3 weeks or so, when they scored first on the 7-game win streak, they were scoring first. And on 4-game losing streak, they were not scoring first.
That's true. That's a good point.
That was a trend. That Vegas, that was a good game. And who scored first?
Calgary.
It was my boy, Manjapane.
Your boy all of a sudden. No more Furland.
No, Manjapane. Actually, he scored first in the last 2 victories.
Yeah, and it was a nice one against Vegas.
Yeah,
a breakaway.
Okay, before we jump to the game, what do you think of them starting Subban against Calgary?
It makes sense. It's a back-to-back.
It was a back-to-back, but yeah. I felt a little snubbed.
See, I remember like a few years ago, even last year, I think, when Edmonton, people thought they'd be good, Calgary kept getting the backup goalies. And I think, was it this year or last year, where we got like 5 backups in a row or something? Because teams would roll into Edmonton, play the starter, and we'd get the backup.
Yeah, I think it was last year.
And we were happy about that, like getting the backup. Now it's like, we got snubbed.
Yeah, Malcolm Subban didn't have his best game. He had some pretty funny moments, which we'll get to. So Manjapane has a great deke backhand, scored off. Backlund, sweet wrister, set up by Frolik. Then Frolik sets up Tkachuk. All in the first period. 3-1, 3-0 first period.
I don't remember, but I do remember lots of scoring.
Strong play in the first period. Yeah. Second period rolls around. Vegas comes back. Brodie does a bad pinch, giving Vegas the time to strike back. And I think it was like first half of the second period, man, Vegas was playing strong. Like Vegas was showcasing how dangerous they can be when they're playing good. And yeah, I got a little scared. They are a talented, physical, impressive team.
Yeah, and the scary thing is their top line from last year is basically now become their second line. And their new top line is Pacioretty, Stastny, and Stone.
Yeah, all new acquires.
Yeah, all new players this season, but also all good players. So, like, if you look compared to the Flames, one of our strengths is always our depth, but against Vegas, they might actually have more depth than us. So we no longer have that strength. So it's a scary team.
Yeah. All right. It was scary. They can be scary. It was the end of the second. You want to talk about the Subban yelling, getting mad for Tkachuk touching his glove? Or something like that?
Well, yeah, there was another potential goalie interference.
Which was not goaltender interference.
No.
Did they even review it?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
I think it was a coach's challenge.
Yeah,
and right. Subban kind of reached out for the puck, and his glove was then extended, and Tkachuk, of course, skated through his glove. But, yeah, he went up to the ref, got right in the ref's grill.
Right in the face, man.
I kind of gave him a little chest bump. And
Yeah, man, he was all up in it. He is a backup young guy.
yeah, worked up.
Thinking he can go in the face. The ref played cool, just issues a penalty, doesn't toss him.
I think that was generous.
Yeah.
But
Usually being up in the grill of a ref will get you tossed.
Yeah.
Or coaches tossed. They don't even have to get right up in the grill.
Yeah, coach would. I think if he was a normal skater, he probably would have got a 10. But giving a goalie a 10 kind of punishes someone else. So just give the team a 2 and give him a warning.
He's a backup, though. He's kind of a nobody and thinks he can pull a stunt like that.
He's like Tito Jackson.
Yeah, that was ballsy. So I guess he can almost make great balls, but he didn't win the game and he didn't play very good. So he's not getting great balls. Flames come back in the third. 3M line asserts his dominance. Tkachuk, Backlund, Frolik. I think Tkachuk got the hat trick. Backlund 2 goals. Frolik 4 points, 4 assists.
Yeah. So let me ask you a quick question about the 3M line. Do you think Peters has made a mistake keeping them split up for so much of the season?
No. They're all players that you can shuffle. You can blend around. When you think of Flames forwards, the only ones you don't really blend much are Gaudreau and Monahan because they function well, I guess.
Right.
But I would say even try and just see what happens.
Right, but Tkachuk's best games are with who?
Backlund and Frolik. Yeah.
And Frolik's best games are with
Backlund and Tkachuk.
So, in one way, you have like 3 good players, and you mix them in the lineup, and they're good.
They might make other lines better.
But they haven't really.
No.
And once you put them together, they all raise their level up. Every player goes from good to great.
Not every game, though.
No, but that's the thing. It's some games. So that was one thing I was thinking. Why did we wait so long to reunite them?
They've been reunited for a while now.
No, they've been shuffled in and out. I haven't seen the 3M line for a good 10 games.
I'm pretty sure they played together the game before.
Okay. I don't remember that. But
don't remember much. One other highlight from that game was Tkachuk's behind through the leg pass to Gaudreau.
Yeah,
goes in for the D because that was Zubin's best save.
That was just an all-around amazing sequence.
Yeah.
Like that pass through the legs. Because he's doing that with speed. It's not like when you're standing still in front of the net, it's way easier to shoot between your legs. But to pass with speed through your legs.
Tkachuk is all about going through his legs.
But it's a really high-skill move.
Yeah.
And then Johnny, of course, makes a pretty good deke to the backhand.
Yeah.
And
Subban gloves it.
Yeah.
Best save for sure. As I said, 6-3 win felt great. 3M line just powered through the men. Japani scored first, and that will take us right into Tuesday against the Devils. Manjapane does again. No, sorry, it was Gaudreau from Monahan Lindholm. This is top lines night.
Yeah, especially in the third period.
It pretty much is only in the third period. The Flames start off great. Gaudreau, Monahan, Lindholm. Good move. Gets the first goal. Brodie has another bad giveaway leading to a goal for the Devils. Riddick was playing pretty good to keep... Flames start off good, then quickly sunk.
Yeah, the Devils took over, especially the second period.
Yeah, especially through... Riddick played pretty decent. Even though he got 4 scored against him by the end of the second. It's like now we're his fault. Bad team defense, bad Brodie defense.
What was it, 4?
4-3 at the end of the second period.
Oh, wow. I thought it was 3-2 for some reason, but he wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. He was okay. But as you say, the goals weren't his fault. It was defensive breakdowns. But on the flip side, he wasn't Big Save Dave.
Oh, he had big saves.
I would say he was okay save Dave.
I would have had in my notes here highlighted Riddick makes big saves. No,
Actually, I have the notes. It says huge stuff. Singular.
All right, one big save. Yeah, well, it is big save, not big saves.
Yeah, touche.
You just need one good save. All right, but
the story was the third period.
Yeah, it was 3-4 for the Devils, and the game finished 9-4, which means,
first of all,
doing the math.
I hate it when people say the lower number first. 3-4.
Because it's a Calgary podcast.
Okay, sure. Yes, yeah, as you say, 9-4 final. 6 goals in the third.
Yeah, dominance. Outright dominance. What about Ben's goal? That was in the second. That was a good goal. That's one thing we should cover. Gio going hard into the boards. Coming out with a puck.
That backhand pass.
Yeah, backhand pass. The announcers had to break down to see if Bennett called for it or how Gio even knew to throw it there. And sure enough, you heard him yelling, Gio.
Yeah. But still, when you do a no-look backhand, you are a bit lucky it's right in his one-timer area.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, it was
there was a lot of luck involved there. I think he was just dishing out in front, and it just happened being the case it was on the tape of Bennett's stick.
Yeah.
Bennett had a huge net to look for. He couldn't have missed that if he tried. Well, maybe he could have, but he got it.
Yeah, but as you say, great pass, and Bennett moves up closer to the 30-point total.
One step closer. Was that 24, 25 now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with this game, because we scored 6 in the third, which is, I think, some type of record, it's pretty amazing.
We're close to 100 100 goals in third periods for the season.
But my question for you, do you think it was just that we turned it on in the third period? Or do you think that, what was the difference? Was it just that we stepped it up and outplayed the Devils?
Yeah, I think reality sunk in that the Devils are a beat-up team filled with young guys that had to be pulled up. And it's it's more equivalent to an AHL team. The skill wasn't there, so Flames maybe had a gut check saying, hey, we can't really lose to these guys. It'll look pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
So luckily, it was the top line stepped it up. Goudreau hat-trick on the night. So Tkachuk hat-trick, Vegas, Goudreau hat-trick, Devils. Monahan, I think 1 goal, 2 or 3 assists.
I think he had 4 points.
Yeah, he had 4 points. Derek Ryan.
Yeah, he's been producing.
Yeah. Nicely, too, man. First, he set up Tkachuk, our Goudreau's goal, I think, and then he got one himself. Yeah.
But we mentioned the third period magic, and I just wanted to read you some stats. We currently have 103 third period goals in 70 games.
103.
Second place has 92, so we're 11 goals ahead of Winnipeg.
That's still a lot. It's not like a huge blowout. I thought we were I think in differential we're killing.
We're also we're also first in goals against.
Yeah, at home on home ice.
No, in third periods.
In third periods,
we've given up the least goals against.
Oh, given up the least goals.
Yeah.
Third period magic. Gotcha.
Yeah. Our differential is 47, and the next closest is 22.
Yeah.
So that's a huge difference. And it's just if we interpret the results over 82 games, we would be at 120.6 goals. So if we keep up the same pace. And the record is 116. So we actually could have the most third period goals ever if we keep up the same pace. So it kind of puts into perspective how good our third periods have been.
Yeah. Which is a breath of fresh air from last year.
Yes.
But remnants of the year before or the year before that. I think it's almost 3 years ago when we were the third period team.
Was it Gulson's first year?
Yeah, Gulson's first year. Yeah. Gio and Brodie, I think, were first paired up.
Yeah?
Yeah. That looked good then.
Speaking of Brodie, how